Orlando's new 24-hour news, weather, and traffic. And the home of the three big things you need to know every 15 minutes. This is News 96.5. Orlando's news starts now.
Good morning, 8:30 now at News 96.5. It's a chilly start to the morning, only waking up in the 40s, a lot of us today. High is going to be 71 degrees, but it will be mostly sunny. No real chance of rain in the forecast. Right now, we're up to 50 at News 96.5. And our top story this morning is the weather. Still might want to bundle up as you head out the door this morning. It's cold and it's going to stay chilly for most of the day.
And for folks in the northern counties, it could be even colder.
Forecasters say the below average weather will stick around at least through tomorrow.
I'm live in Orlando this morning, and it may be cool outside, but surprisingly, this is normal for this time of year. Severe Weather Center 9 meteorologist Brian Shields says it's typically about 72 at this point in December. We'll hit a high of 71 today, so you can look forward to a gorgeous day, but keep a sweater handy.
Dress warm. You'll be all right.
Great advice from that man who's braving the cold this morning on his motorcycle.
That's not bad. The motor's right there, so I get heat off of that.
Others are counting on lots of layers to stay warm, but love it.
Whenever it cools down, take advantage of the situation.
You know, I'm used to minus 14 degrees, so this is good. This is a good thing for me.
And it's 50 degrees right now in Orlando, but now that the sun's up, it's sure to feel a little bit warmer throughout the morning. But if you're still cold, grab an extra sweater, drink some more coffee, do whatever you can to stay warm today, because it's not only one of the coldest days of the season, but it's the coldest day so far this month. Reporting live in Orlando, Monica Ricks, News 96.5.
Now, weather and traffic from Orlando's severe weather station, News 96.5.
I'm meteorologist Rusty McCraney. It's a chilly start to the day, but where will we end up this afternoon? I'll let you know coming up.
I'm Jackie O'Brien. We're watching our delays ease out. Chris and I will take a look in 4 minutes on News 96.5.
Good morning. This is Orlando's Morning News with Joe Kelly. Sitting in for Joe this morning, I'm Ken Tyndall.
And I'm Marcia Taylor.
And I'm Daryl Moody. Homicide detectives are in an East Orange County neighborhood right now investigating a shooting from overnight. Lieutenant Paul Hopkins with the Orange County Sheriff's Office tells us deputies found a body of a young man lying in the middle of Curry Village Lane near Goldenrod Road.
Right now, we're trying to speak to any neighbors or witnesses who have that information and see what we can do to piece this puzzle together.
Hopkins says investigators have not identified the victim and so far have not made any arrests.
It was a story we first told you about yesterday on Orlando's Morning News. Ralph Garlick finally admitting to police he took the newborn girl to that gas station.
He says he wanted to find someplace safe for the baby after his girlfriend, also the mother of that baby girl, said she didn't want her.
They did find the baby girl's mother. Deputies have been questioning her. She has not been charged with anything in this yet, and those charges that Garlick is facing are for lying to police and resisting arrest. We are told, though, that fortunately that baby girl is doing well at Winnie Palmer.
Channel 9's Denise Broom in Volusia County this morning.
This morning, attorney Mark O'Mara is facing some heat from the Florida bar for possible ethics violations.
I've confirmed with the Florida bar that Mark O'Mara has an open ethics case pending against him over how he handled the George Zimmerman trial. The bar refuses to say who filed the complaint or what specific allegations O'Mara is facing because it's still an open investigation. Jonathan Baton, News 96.5.
A man who's been arrested more than a dozen times is facing more charges this morning.
Lake County Deputy Pablo Rivera says 47-year-old Aussie Irvine crashed into his cruiser early Monday morning while Irvine was driving drunk on the turnpike.
He doesn't care. He continued to drive even after a history of DUIs, license being suspended for about almost 20 years.
We've learned Irvine's criminal history includes nearly 20 arrests and several DUIs. He's now facing 9 new charges for the latest crash.
Well, gas prices spiked just once this year. That was thanks to a possible military strike on Syria. What's it look like for 2014?
Perhaps the worst year for drivers was 2012.
In 2012, there were refinery problems, major problems in almost every part of the country. And then in the latter part of the year, we saw what Hurricane Sandy did in the Northeast.
Analyst Greg Leskowski with GasBuddy.com tells me that besides that Syria thing, we sailed through this year.
And certainly weather-wise, it was extremely quiet.
But it takes just one big storm in the Gulf to change gas prices because production has to shut down. The early forecast, though, prices at the pump will be about the same, maybe a little lower in 2014. Joe Rubel, News 96.5.
Good morning, 8:34 now at News 96.5. We have weather and traffic every 6 minutes in the morning.
A lot of sunshine the next couple of days, just remaining on the cool side. For today, we'll get you up to 71 degrees. Tonight, We'll see some 30s, but most areas will remain in the 40s for lows. And then for your Wednesday, daytime high will be just 68, but it should be dry. From WFTV Severe Weather Center 9, I'm meteorologist Rusty McCraney, inviting you to watch Eyewitness News, now starting at 4 p.m.
And this morning, 49 degrees in Apopka, 49 in Altamont Springs, and 50 at News 96.5.
Now, Safe Touch Security Triple Team Traffic.
We're continuing to watch I-4 delays for you. This time, I-4 westbound coming out of Seminole County. It looks like you're busy now from the Longwood Rest area. Just before 434, you're going to see things start to get heavy. That'll last to Maitland Boulevard, and then you're going to be, still fairly busy from Maitland all the way down to downtown. You'll finally see things start to clear up around Michigan Avenue. Eastbound, your typical delays now from OBT up through Colonial Drive. Then you're going to be in good shape once you pass downtown. I'm Bruce English, live in R1. Now let's check in with Jackie O'Brien.
And this report is brought to you by Refresh Computers. Making your way on the 408 westbound. Still seeing delays across Crystal Lake as you make your way into I-4. We also have a crash in Winter Springs. This is over on Redbug Lake Road, just east of Tuscaloosa. Now at Refresh Computers, get a Super Windows 7 HP or Dell computer system with a 17-inch LCD monitor, keyboard, or mouse for just $199. Laptops start at just $159. Call 407-478-8200 or go to refreshcomputers.net. With Triple Team Traffic every 6 minutes in the morning, I'm Jackie O'Brien.
Good morning, 8:36 at News 96.5. This morning, we are learning about an incredible medical move. A man had his hand ripped off in an industrial accident, but doctors reattached it to his ankle. We'll tell you why in 2 minutes on News 96.5. Good morning. If you look out the window, it's a good-looking day. Sunshine coming up today. We're going to have a high of 71, but it is cool this morning. Right now, it's 49 degrees on the UCF campus, 50 here at News 96.5. I'm Ken Tyndall sitting in for Joe Kelly on Orlando's Morning News. Time now, 8:39.
21 before 9, I'm Marcia Taylor.
And I'm Daryl Moody. Doctors in China are making headlines this morning for their remedy to a significant injury. A factory worker had his hand ripped off in an industrial accident because of the injury. Because that injury was so traumatic, the wrist needed time to heal. So doctors attached the severed hand to the man's ankle to allow time for everything to heal while keeping the hand alive.
The House Ethics Committee is now reviewing that cocaine conviction of a GOP congressman from Florida.
While Congressman Trey Radel is in rehab right now for both drugs and alcohol, the House Ethics Committee will investigate his guilty plea for possession of cocaine. The Southwest Florida Republican could face a variety of ethics sanctions from the full House. He has been telling fellow lawmakers he would like to stay in Congress and maybe run for re-election next year.
That's our Washington watchdog, Jamie Dupree.
The Florida Department of Law Enforcement has conducted 800,000 background checks for gun purchases since January 1st and could conduct 1 million by the end of this year.
Samantha Andrews with the FDLE says fewer than 6% of the checks result in a sale being denied.
We run a criminal history check on them. Additionally, we run our mental health database check as well.
Andrews says a record 13,000 plus of those were done over the Thanksgiving weekend.
Orlando's only station featuring all news in the morning, at noon, and on the drive home. This is News 96.5. Continuing news now.
We're hearing this morning from a Winter Garden family whose car and home were broken into, all because deputies say 2 men were targeting Christmas presents.
At about 6:15, I heard my garage door go up and back down.
Holly McCall says the sound woke her family up.
We locked we had the doors locked, but we locked the door to the garage and called the police.
Investigators say 18-year-old Matthew Alvarez and West Orange High School student Joseph Figueroa Molina were targeting cars into neighborhoods near the Winter Garden Village Shopping Center.
A scathing report about the workers who help people sign up for Obamacare. Lawmakers are accusing some of fraud.
The House Oversight Committee looked at undercover video from conservative activists. It shows Obamacare navigators encouraging people to lie about their income in order to get tax subsidies for health care. David Williams from Taxpayers Protection Alliance.
This is a classic case of government giving out money, trying to get more people to enroll into a program.
A Health and Human Services spokeswoman tells me the navigators caught on camera encouraging fraud were fired. From the News 96.5 Washington Bureau, I'm Kyla Campbell.
Good morning, 8:42 now at News 96.5. We have weather and traffic every 6 minutes in the morning.
Grab those jackets as you head out the door. It's a chilly start to the day under mostly sunny skies. We'll climb up to a high of 71. For tonight, clear and cool once again. Some areas in the 30s, but most will remain in the mid to upper 40s. And then for your Wednesday, mostly sunny skies, but the highs on Wednesday will only reach the upper 60s. From WFTV Severe Weather Center 9, I'm meteorologist Rusty McCraney, inviting you to watch Eyewitness News, now starting at 4 p.m.
This morning in Longwood, it's 49 degrees, 50 in Winter Park, and 50 degrees here at News 96.5.
Now, Safe Touch Security Triple Team Traffic.
We're keeping track of a two-car accident now. This is going to be on your surface streets just north of the Orlando metro area here. This is Redbug Lake Road and Tuscaloosa. We've got a two-car accident off to the right-hand side. Not really causing many delays, however, police are on scene. Just watch out if you are in that area. Taking a look at your surface streets, though, looks like State Road 436 is up to speed from 408 all the way up and through the I-4 interchange north of town. I'm Chris English, live in Air 1 now. Let's check in with Jackie O'Brien.
And this report is brought to you by Bosch Icon Wiper Blades. As you make your way on the 408, we are thinning out now westbound from Crystal Lake to I-4. Still some scattered delays on I-4 westbound coming down past 436, Parr, Anderson to Cayley, and then eastbound thinning out too from OBT up to Colonial Drive. Bosch reminds you to change your wiper blades this season and be prepared before extreme weather hits. Get exclusive Bosch Beam technology for superior all-weather performance. Visit BoschClearTheWay.com. With Triple Team Traffic every 6 minutes in the morning. I'm Jackie O'Brien.
8:43 now at News 96.5. Hey, have you ever thought about what all those Wi-Fi signals are doing to your health? Well, some folks have done a little science experiment that's eye-opening. We'll tell you what they found out about Wi-Fi and what it might be doing in your house. That's